I think this is what we need to do annually. If not 2-3 times a year, we need to come together and see what we can do to help one another. What I may have, you may not have. What you have, I don't have. But we can all work together and then we move on the same page. Many of us are teacher trainers, but we are not educators. We are giving what we don't have. But if we bring those that have what we are giving out, we can be able to work together to move the system better. I just heard her saying that before, when students left from here and went to the US, they were on top. Now we are dropping. Maybe, say maybe, it's because those that are teaching don't have what they are giving. So when we come together like this, we are able to work with our police to give them what they need to give our children. But one thing I must say, Dr. Kula, Liberians are very smart. Even with the problem we are having, we have students abroad, and I just saw the gracious. You are doing very well. So we don't have what you have, but I think with the little we have, we are trying. You know, we just need to be pushed up a little bit. If you look on your left, we have decided as a university to help others. Many of our training institutions do not have a knowledge on using local material, teaching material for our students. So we have the faculty at the University of Liberia, and we are training our students because we don't want the early childhood students to leave and go all the way in a village. You know, I'm always in villages conducting research. And then you say, I wanted to do this, but I don't have this. But you can find something around you that you can pick up. So we are training our students to just pick up a piece of paper, you know, to be able to fix something that you can use. You have things around you. You may not have the poster, you may not have the marker, you may not, but you can go to the store and ask the businessman and say, can I get cartoon? You can make use of it. You know, can I get the old can? You can do something with it for your children to be able to learn. So we are happy. We said we are going to showcase this because we are looking for support. Let me be very frank with you. We are looking for support to be able to help others. You know, because if we are able, we intend to DMI to develop these things and take them to the schools free of charge. You know, and not just taking them there for our people to help the teachers, help to train the teachers on these things. We travel, went to other countries, and we see that in every classroom they have different corners. You have science corner, you have the reading corner, you have the music corner, we have all of these things. But we don't do them here. So the knowledge we gain, we brought the knowledge back. We are using that at the University of Liberia. So we want to develop the materials, maybe take it to a school, and then have workshop with the teachers and say, look, if you put these here, they are for serious study, you do it this way, you do it this way, and we'll have them training. So those of you that are, is UNICEF here? Okay, those of you that are here, we need your support to do more because we want to take the materials up. These are local materials we are using, but then we need to train the teachers in the schools that we are taking the materials. So you can go around and see these are not all the materials. Now that we have a real state-of-the-art media lab given to us by the World Bank that will have everything in there, we can even do better with the teaching and learning materials. So thank you, and I'll be leaving you for a few minutes and I will be back. So join us, help us, so we can help one another to move our early childhood system forward. Thank you.
Now we're going to hear from Mr. Doku from the Ministry of Education. That's my class.
She said she will be back and going for a few minutes, right? One of us will be going for a few minutes and we'll be back. Because it's good that we are on this ground. because we were tied. We have this program, then we have UCA test program right on the other side. And when we were told about the program, I was just confused. I said, wow, Dr. Kula, I promised that woman, take time, then the test again. The education director come here, how would I manage? And then I learned that we were having it on AMEU campus. I said, wow, I'm no more Spartan. I don't know whether you know the Spartan story. So my ways will remain the same. So it's good like that. But first impression matters. First impression. We want to give our children the best start in life. Age 3 to 5. It's not an easy place to be. And the teachers they meet for the first time in the classroom will determine whether school is good for them or school isn't good for them. So first impression really matters. When we got to the Ministry of Education, yes, we had a lot of good setups by the teachers. We had the College of Education, or Teachers College, right? The College of Education, transformative education that can change the whole thing around. So, and many of our teachers, qualified teachers, when they attended the TTIs and they acquired C certificates, B certificates. Yes, in primary education, upper, lower basic education. But the C certificate was in primary education. It was not in early childhood education, for early childhood development. But that's what we had. So we took our C certificate for primary education. It's qualified to teach from 1st to 6th grade, to go down there and teach our kids. Our kids, at that level. And they did their best because that's what we had. But then we realized that early childhood education, early childhood is a very delicate place to handle our kids. So we needed those who will, avail themselves to go and, do some refresher. Then we also worked with our partners, and then we established the C certificate program at our TTIs, so that those who teach our kids at that level will be qualified to teach our kids. Going down there is not just people who have specialty. We have people with PhDs and masters at that level. Early childhood development. But we just thought that when you went to school or to college, you go and just teach our kids. No. Play-based is different. So the kind of teachers that are needed at that level in those classrooms, and not just ordinary teachers. So this is why we take this partnership very, very seriously. Because, as I said, our kids, as soon as you bump into them, this is the foundational level. This is the foundation, Our children start from there to develop, independence at that level. Our kids, they develop independence at that level. Because we say that ECD or ECD It's an opportunity for each child to develop their appropriate physical, mental, emotional, and social skills. Our teachers showing them different routines, how to become independent, in life. So we depend on you, Dr. Kula. We depend on you. Because yes, the Ministry of Education, the power has been vested in the Ministry of Education, the authority to develop, issue, and publish, day-to-day, rules and regulations and guidelines for early childhood. But it is you who are going to implement it. The policies, the day-to-day policies, they channel through you. And the only way we'll know that it is effective and working is when we see our kids, the level of teaching and learning, because without teaching, we cannot learn. This is why, we value this intersectoral collaboration, with other ministries, with, non-government partners, to ensure integrated services and develop these components, that are required to sustain early childhood education or early childhood program in our country. This is why we continue to invest in early childhood education, or the government to date. Just recently, we started constructing 18 early childhood schools around the country. 18. We have established, so many early childhood communities in our countries, in this country, that are in the countries that our parents themselves can get involved in early childhood education. Dr. Kula just spoke of over-age kids, out-of-school kids. We just imagine, we said from 3 to 5 years, but in our country, how many persons or how many families are privileged for their kids to start at that level? There are many of our kids in our country today, they start at 10, 11, probably the distance from their village or the villages to the school, because they have not reached that age. Their parents don't have the assurance or confidence to allow our kids to travel the road so far, so long. So they allow them to reach the age of maybe 8, 9, 10 to start school. But the reason why we are here for this collaboration is that of teachers that we have for our kids, they need protection. A lot of things going on today about female kids. You, whether male teacher or female teacher, you are mandated because of your commitment you've made to ensure that we can foundation of this country to protect our kids. So, Dr. Kula will support you any day, and we want to appreciate you guys. Leaving your comfort. Well, I don't want to criticize anybody. There are many of qualified Liberians who should be doing the kind of things you're doing instead of us, putting our country down. But let us, protect the university Hey, you know, living, even galvanizing, you know, bringing people together to say, look, let's go to my country. Soliciting support, financial support. It's a hard thing. You know, some people let you down, even at the 11th hour. But yet still you say, look, I am going to go. We are going to have this program. We'll have this workshop, the training. So those who are building the foundation, the blocks, you know, can be able to build it well. So I want to thank you. And, you know, I want to thank you. I told you, as long as I know we have 4 more months, political people, but as long as I am DMI, you have my support. I have my full support. And I just want to encourage you again as I close. You know, see Brenda right there. You know, these are people who have the country hard, whether they're in government or out of government. You know, there's innovation, there's creativity, there's skills. They bring it just to ensure that our kids can have an opportunity. You know, well, I don't want to go far. Teacher, they're talking too much. The other teacher, they just quiet down. You know. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a few days, with Educate Liberia and our partners, I hope that you encourage those who have not come, or those who are to come, so that they can come. You will learn some new things, learn environment every day with it. So put your mind to it. This country depends on you, or the Ministry of Education depends on you, and our kids depends on you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so now I believe the president is here. Amy, you? Okay, you would like to say a few words. Don't worry, we're almost done. Now, this afternoon, after lunch, we're going to be divided into groups, right? And in those groups, you'll have a series of questions. It's a very fun activity. We'll be coming up with a policy that can really help move early childhood forward. And this policy includes things like play-based learning, students with disabilities. These are things that we've not been able to tackle here in Liberia before, like really tackle, and we need to do that. Because even coming upstairs, this is a lot of stairs. So students who are in buildings that we don't have handicap ramps, all of those things, it's a problem. How do you go to school if you can't even get to the classroom? So we talk about those kinds of things. It's very important, you know. So please, Amy, he's coming. Thank you, sir. And thank you for letting us have our event here.
So, my name is Alvin. Some people call me Reverend, some say Doctor. So any way you want to call me, just call me. But I'm glad to have you all with us today at the AMU University. And please permit me to leave immediately after this remark. There are multiple you've asked me to at least greet and welcome every group, which I'm trying to do. But I want to thank Dr. Kula and the team. What we have here. Early childhood education is this country. Sometimes it's sickening when you read thesis of graduating students. You see that what you've written, you can't even read. And sometimes when you ask them to read what they can't even read what they wrote down because of faulty foundations. I think that's about a week or so, giving her a early childhood school, something as such, for AMU University by January next year. We have the property, we have the space, we just need some funding. So we're off campus where our to the she's group along with Father Yima and the team. In the department, I know we're teaching them here, we have students here, but we need here, but we because if we 20 years from now, the products we're going to have coming out of the system are things that we can't even talk about, we can't even write all about. But I'm happy that you all have come, Dr. Kula and the team, and you're starting something, right? There are a number of persons on the ground who, they've been doing some work at the Hilla International School, a couple of places. They're available. I see, some of the faces here. Work along with them and show what we've done will yield the expected fruits. So again, we say, welcome to AME University. Please, if you need anything, Dr. Stevens is here, Dr. Yuma is here, and we have our whole team right in here. Just let them know, and we'll be glad to assist. Unfortunately, only today. We're not going to be here tomorrow. But wherever you go, we're going to follow you. And please, let's keep in touch. Again, we'll say you're welcome. I see my brother, Minister Dopo from the ministry. He's here also to show you that we have the buy-in from the government. And I love that. We continue to work together as partners, and the AME University stands with you. Again, I say welcome, and I wish you all a fruitful day. Please permit me, I will have to run with the minister to the next program that's going on. Going on today. But have a wonderful time.
Thank you, sir. All right, thank you guys. AMU is a busy campus today, but thank you so much. Welcome for speaking. All right. So now we're going to hear from nobody else but our friend. I remember watching her steps when she was taking those steps. Ms. Brenda Moore. I was reading things about Keep, and I was very excited to see that even without having libraries, without having some of the educational program, she was able to come and establish a lot of those reading rooms. I was so impressed because I was trying to do the same thing in other places, and I said, wait a minute, she's doing that in Liberia? Whoa, this is something. And I've been following that, so we appreciate you, we applaud you. So please come up and tell us a little bit about what you do here around in Liberia. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Brenda Moore from Keep. Where's the IT person? Please, she has a presentation on there. She's coming. So while she's doing that, don't forget today is for Legion, but tomorrow the teachers are in for a treat. Tomorrow we're going to be teaching play-based learning, and I'm going to be doing that myself. And as you can see, I'm very hyper. Okay? So, and I love to play with children, so we're going to get on the floor, we're going to do some fun things tomorrow, So I'll be teaching play-based learning. Koala guy will be teaching phonics. He's back there. I don't see our teacher for STEAM. We have a program, we'll call it the M in STEAM, right? Because it used to be STEM and then we added the arts. So it's STEAM now, and she's going to be doing the math portion of it. So in the morning, we'll be doing it on a rotation. So every hour on the hour, one of them will come and see my group, then move to the next person. And then after lunch, we're having what I like to call a simulation class. Simulation means that you're in the moment. I'm going to be that teacher, and your teachers are going to be my students, okay? And I am going to show them exactly what play-based learning looks like, getting on the floor, folding my legs, crisscross applesauce, and looking them in the eyes while I'm talking to children, having a wonderful time, being able to see, and I brought a lot of little knickknacks with me, little activities things, things they can wear, just for fun, But it's play, let me encourage play in the classroom. So, Brenda, you ready now? All right.
Hello, okay, I got it. Good morning to all. So my name is Brenda. Say thank you to Dr. Kula and the entire team that planning programming Liberia requires a whole degree. A whole degree. And so when you told me you were planning something, I said, but it takes special kind of human beings that would take their time, their resources, leave their family, harass people, try to say a vision,